Hi class, it's Wendy Adams, your instructor for INF113 Electronic Spreadsheets. And I'm just going to do a quick overview of Blackboard and your class environment so that you have a better idea on how to navigate in case this is your first class. So when you log into Blackboard, you're going to land on the announcements page. And here you will find any announcements from me that I feel are very important to you. Usually I'll put one up there to welcome you. I'll put some up there for to let you know when I have the grades completed, and then also any important things, for example, Blackboard outages, my IT lab issues, things like that. So that will always be at the announcements page. What I'd like you to do to get started is click on the Start here. From here, you're going to see your syllabus and your assignment summary. So I do urge you to print those out, take a look at them, and actually read them thoroughly so that you can see all the Baker College policies. The late policy is in there in the syllabus, and that's very important. In this same Start Here button, you're going to kind of get a course description, find out which textbook you're going to need, and learn a little bit more about your participation tips. Now your textbook, excuse me, your textbook is required, and you need a new textbook so that you have your access code for my IT lab. If you are using a used textbook or a borrowed textbook that somebody else has used, the access code will not work for you. The next thing is you will find my little information here, a little bit background about me here under the faculty information. And then your seminar links will actually list out each of your seminar weeks. So you'll click on your seminar folders for the week, and this will tell you once again how to do the home browser tune-up for your My IT lab, and then also how to get registered. And then you'll find your Seminar 1 assignments in your Seminar 1 folders. So it's going to give you a little welcome here, and but down here are your assignments. So this is kind of what they want you to read, or what we want you to read. And your discussion questions are here, and then I've also posted them in your discussion board. So what I prefer is if you could just copy and paste them into your discussion board thread, and then just, make a couple spaces and then put in your responses to these questions as you go along. You must complete all 4 of them in order to get the full credit, and I also look for proper spelling, grammar. If it's not your idea and you've researched and got the answers, then I do expect APA formatting. And then this down here will list your My IT Lab assignments, and we'll kind of look at My IT Lab here in a bit. And then again, the requirements for participation. The other thing, and actually what you want to do to get started, is, of course, once you print your syllabus and read through that, then you'll want to get going to the discussion board, because this is where you're going to be participating every week. You will notice on my screen that I'm showing all 3 discussion forums and the Ask the Instructor. On your end, these 2 will not be available, so you will not see them. However, the main discussion forum is under whatever the seminar we're on, and you will find all of the topics in there that you can participate on. I prefer you don't add a new topic, so I've created a thread in here for if you wanted to add a new topic. Where you would want to go is comments, discussion, videos, and websites. So you can create another topic. You just click on there. You come to mine here, because you'll find that one at the top, and then click reply, but then change your subject line to tell us what the subject you're discussing is. So, for example, let's say you were going to discuss spreadsheet functions. Then you would type in spreadsheet functions here, and then come down here and type your response. And remember, I always like when you put the naming convention, which means put your name followed by a colon before you start typing. So that just helps when the conversation is, the conversation thread goes, I can see who said what and where the conversation is going. Okay, so back to the discussion boards. The other thing I want to make close attention to, or have you pay close attention to here, is the Ask the Instructor. If you have any personal nature questions, maybe it's about grades, maybe it's about, well, you know, just anything personal that you don't really want broadcasted out on Blackboard, then I always suggest going to the email and send me an email. However, if it's a question about something class related, there's going to be other students that's going to benefit from any questions being asked. So I encourage you to use the Ask the Instructor. When you click on Ask the Instructor, you would simply create the thread, put in your topic here, and then post your question here. And then once you submit it, you'll see up here that we have an well, yours is going to say subscribe. So I do recommend that you click on subscribe if you have a question that you're waiting on the answer. The nice thing about that subscribe button is that when you, if you've got a question, if you've subscribed to that thread, then when I answer any of those, when there's any other postings on that thread, you're going to get an email regarding it. So you're going to know when that question was answered. And then if you want, once you don't have a question out there, if you didn't want to get so many emails, then you can just simply come back in here and unsubscribe, and then you'll quit getting those emails. I do recommend also that you kind of go through the rest of these buttons here, because you're going to get a lot more information on the navigation of a Blackboard. But for the most part through this class, we are going to be using the discussion board and the seminars buttons, and then the rest of your assignments will be done through My IT Lab. So to access My IT Lab, I just go to My IT Lab. I'm going to click Sign In. Click on 2013. There's probably going to be several options for you to choose as well. Once in here, you're going to find your class, and you'll find it by this, you know, it should be the same course ID that you found in Blackboard. Click on the class, and it's going to take you right into the class. Now you're going to kind of see an instructor view when it first comes up, but I'm going to switch to student view. You'll want to click on your course materials. And now I'm in your view. So this is kind of what you're going to see. So you should see the first three, chapters 1, 2, 3 down here. You want to click on chapter 1, and there is where you'll find all of your assignments. So once you click on, let's say we're going to start with chapter 1A or project 1A. Here's both of your assignments. Once you click them, you can go in and you will get started. Let's see, the other important thing to know about My IT Lab is if you do not have a textbook when you first start this class, you must get a textbook. However, when you register for the class following those instructions back in the Start Here button, you can be granted a temporary access so that you would have about 13 days in My IT Lab to start working on your assignments. But it is very important that you actually put in your permanent before that 13 days expires, your permanent access code. Because what will happen is your grades will all turn to zeros, and I will not be able to submit them for your final grade. So you definitely want to make sure that you have a new book with a new access code. If you have any questions, just let me know. You can contact me via the Ask the Instructor, or you can contact me via email at wendy.adams@baker.edu. I look forward to having you in class, and I'm really anxious to get this 3 weeks started. Thanks, and bye.